effects of gravity and sitting at our desks all day long with our shoulders oftentimes rounding forward and us going inward, we're going to open up the body, especially across the chest and the shoulders, to make space for more breath, more life force energy, and just more vibrancy, body, mind, and spirit. So we'll work through a series of different binds where we'll be wrapping our arms, our chest, and our shoulders to get a deep stretch across the chest, open up across the heart space, and also loosen up the shoulders as well. So for this class today, I recommend having at least 2 blocks. We'll start off in a deep stretch of the shoulders with our blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can also use a couple of pillows or even a water bottle. We just want to lift the earth higher up, or lift the earth higher so you can rest your arm bones on them. I also recommend having at least a strap or some sort of connector. We'll be using this more towards the end of class, but you can use it at any time, If you don't have a yoga strap, you can also just use a towel or an extra t-shirt, anything that helps you connect your hands as we're working ourselves into different binds today. All right, yogis, so let's begin in a short and simple meditation to turn our attention inward. So start to pull our energy from outside stimulation into the body. So we'll do that through a simple sit. Please come into Sukhasana or Virasana. I'm sitting with my ankles crossed, Sukhasana. I'm also on a block, a yoga block, with my hips a little higher than my knees. So once you come into a comfortable seat for you, ground your palms, lift the crown of your head high, close your eyes, and pull your attention to your body. With your eyes closed, you can start to awaken your inner vision, your inner wisdom. As you scan and notice how your body feels as we begin this practice together. Now draw your attention to your heart center, the very center of your chest. And with your attention, scan and explore the space in and around your heart. Notice how your body is structured across your chest, through your shoulders. Can you get a sense of the energetic qualities within your tissues, within your body? Now, unite your hands at heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest and spark your fingers out wide. Take a moment to set your unique intention for this practice today. Is there something that you're ready to release, to let go of, to unwind as you link your body and your breath? Claim your unique intention now. And take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Gently bow your head towards your heart. Mindfully release your hands to your thighs. Open your eyes and lift your gaze. Okay, yogis, let's begin in a child's pose variation. So as I mentioned earlier, we'll use the blocks. So go ahead and set your blocks up about 3/4 towards the top of your mat. You want to have some space between your blocks. Now, each of us will have a unique way that the block setup will work for our bodies. So know that experimentation is part of this process. You got to find what works best for you. I like to have my blocks on the lowest setting to start, little space in between. If you have longer arms, you might want to turn your blocks the longer way. Okay, then walk your legs back so you will come through a tabletop variation. Setting up for child's pose, widen your knees, drop your hips back to your heels. Now notice this is a little too much space for me, so I'm going to walk my knees a little higher. And then place your upper arm bones, so between your elbows and your shoulders on the blocks. Unite your palms. Now drop your hips back into child's pose variation. Let your head fall towards the earth. If this is too much right away, simply come out. You might narrow your knees or widen them. You might crawl your elbows a little more further forward. Drop your head again. Find the space where you can be both relaxed and starting to stimulate your body, starting to create a stretch that's opening up your tissues, opening up your upper back, inviting in new prana, riding on top of your ujjayi breath. With your elbows bent, work your thumbs closer towards the back of your neck. And with each inhale, fill the spaces between your back and your side ribs. So expand your intercostal muscles. And with each exhale, allow your chest to soften more towards the earth. Now that you've been here for a few rounds of breath, notice, would it feel better to widen your elbows slightly or move them in closer towards your ears? That deepens the stretch for me, so notice the impact that your actions create for you. Now another option, begin to floss open your shoulders with gentle movements by rocking your prayer hands forward and back linked with your breath. So with your inhale, press your palms together and slowly lift your prayer hands towards the ceiling and then slightly forward. Pause when you found that edge, that sweet spot for you. And with your exhale, gently rock back. Steady and smooth at the rhythm of your breath. So keep gentle movement linked with your breath. And maybe you pause when you find a pocket of goodness, I like to call it, where you sense and feel that there's energy just waiting for you to explore. Take about 3 more rounds of breath, yogis. And this stretch, this child's pose variation, with the attention on our upper back and shoulders, is such a beautiful stretch to start the day. It's inward and reflective, but also expansive. Okay, on your next inhale, now extend your arms forward, release your prayer hands, tense your fingertips on the earth. Start to bend your elbows, crawl your hands closer towards you, and then slowly rise up. Slowly rise up, okay. Scoot your knees together, and then slide your blocks over to the side. Notice how you feel, and we'll go right back into child's pose. So widen your knees once again. This time, extend your arms forward, head fully to the earth. Now with your next inhale, lift your hips up a few inches. Listen carefully. Lace your right arm underneath your left armpit for a child's pose twist. So oftentimes we come into this shape, this thread the needle shape through tabletop. Today we're staying lower to the ground. Really lean into your right shoulder blade and wrap your left shoulder blade behind you. Send your breath up behind your heart center. And in yin yoga, the slower, more methodical style of yoga where we generally hold poses for longer, this pose is recommended to hold for 3 to 5 minutes, and it helps target the lung meridian. And you can feel the connection as we loosen up and open up the upper back. Okay, let's switch sides. Slowly drag your right arm back, replace your right hand down, lift your hips slightly. Now lace your left arm under, Child's pose twist. Allow your bones to sink towards the earth and let your breath expand your body away from the ground. All of this is preparatory work for the deeper binds that we'll build in through as we continue to journey through class together. Once you feel even and balanced, slowly unwind your left arm. Now come into a tabletop position, tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders right over your wrists, your hips over your knees. You can tuck your toes under for a little more support. Engage your low belly like you're zipping up a pair of jeans. You want to integrate at your core and then open up behind your heart space. So like you're bringing a ball of light and liftment behind your heart. Keep these engagements. We'll add on cat-cow. On your inhale, tip your tail high, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. On your exhale, press your hands and your knees into the earth, tuck your chin toward your heart, cat pose. Inhale, open up across your front body. And exhale, press the earth away. 2 more at the rhythm of your breath, yogis. These simple movements of flexion and extension for the spine help us to unwind any hidden tension. Open up for more vibrant, energetic flow. Okay, now walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Tuck your toes under if they're not already. On your inhale, cow pose, shine your heart forward. Dig the triads of your hands into the earth. With your toes tucked, hover your knees slightly. Feel yourself as buoyant and light. With your exhale, press your hands into the earth even more. Drive your ribs back towards your thighs. Drop your head. Then straighten your legs to your degree, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to just feel into your first inversion pose. Pedal out your knees or shake out your hips. And pay special attention to how your shoulders feel in this first down dog. Press even more through the index knuckles and wrap your biceps more forward. You sink your heart more towards your thighs. That's it. Next inhale, sweep your right leg high. Then bend your knees, stack your hips, open through your right side body. Big full body yawn. With your exhale, squeeze your knee towards your chest. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Gently lower your left knee down. Okay, with both hands on the earth, start to pull your power into your center line. So magnetize your right heel towards your left knee. Hug your inner thighs together. And from that energetic drawing in, now lift your chest and your arms. Anjanayasana Low Lunge. Okay, so we're really focusing on stacking the hips over the back knees, squeezing into the center line. In order to bind, we have to hug in, and then we get access to the expansion out. So let's work the arms here. Turn your palms out to the sides, and as if you're clearing your energetic field, press your arms out wide. Pause when you get to 90 degrees. Feel the long line of energy from fingertip to fingertip straight through your heart. Okay, continue to press your hands down towards the earth until your hands reach behind your back, as if you're squeezing one of your blocks together behind you. Hug your legs in, hug your shoulder blades in. You might even start to sweat here. We're really working, even though it doesn't look like it from the outside. This energetic hugging in helps us to expand out through our binds. All right, now go for it, yogis. Interlace your 10 fingers, bend your elbows. Notice if your shoulders start to round forward, bend your elbows even more. You can always keep your elbows bent here. But if you feel ready, you can straighten your arms to your degree. Now plunge your hips forward, lift your heart high, big breath in. Next inhale, gracefully release, reach both arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pause for a moment, straighten your right leg. Inhale, scoop your heart forward. Exhale, fold over your right shin. Ardha Hanumanasana. Just a couple breaths here to open up the hamstring. On your next inhale, shift back forward. Listen carefully. Left hand off the left edge of your mat. Inhale your right arm high, dragonfly twist. Long line of energy from your left arm through your right fingertips. Now reach back behind you. Option to bend your left knee, quad stretch. Pull your hips back to your heel. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Drag the top of your head back. Lion's breath. Deep breath in. Tongue out, exhale. Lion's breath. Such a great way to release excess energy. Release your back foot, both hands to the top of your mat. Downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips, open up. Let this feel good. Inhale, lift your left knee higher. Exhale, contract your core, squeeze your knee in towards your nose, then step to your left thumb, right knee down. Focus on your foundation. Hug in, draw your inner thighs together. Scrub your left heel back, then rise. Feel yourself as strong and sturdy. In order to bind and breathe with ease, even in stressful situations, we've got to have a firm foundation. So create it with your legs now. Press down into the earth. Lift up into your core. Then open across your heart, yogis. Palms out wide. Pause here. Feel the expansion through your heart center. Keep this opening across your chest. And now hug your palms towards one another. Zip up your low belly. Contain your energy here. Squeeze your muscles to the bones. Okay, now go for the bind. Interlace your 10 fingers, or you can keep your hands on your hips. You could even grab opposite elbows or use your strap as your connector here. Hug your arm bones back. Dip your hips as low as it feels good to you. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Next inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Frame your left foot. Slide your hips back, flex your left toes, and bow a couple of breaths in half splits here. Really pull the pinky toe edge of your left baby toe towards your outer left hip. Next inhale, slide forward. Ground your right hand off the earth. Inhale, soar your left arm high. We'll set up for the quad stretch. Reach back behind you. Bend your right knee. Back your hips up to meet your heel. Hug your shoulder blades together on your back so you're in a twisting bind. Open up your throat. One lion's breath. Release. Both hands to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Look forward. Bend your knees a lot. Slowly walk your feet up to your hands. Really press down into the earth to gather your power. All right, with your feet at the top of your mat, separate your feet to hip distance. Grab your hips, bend your knees. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. Pop your elbows up high. Inhale, rise to stand. That's it, yogis. Hands to heart center. Take a moment to tune in and notice how you feel now. Set your gaze, your drishti, at the union of your fingertips or close your eyes. Hear the depth of your breath. And remember your intention for your practice today. What can you lean into, knowing that binding is a pathway to unwinding? What are you ready to release in this practice as you link your body and your breath? Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. All right, blink your eyes open. Tadasana, release your hands by your sides, palms facing forward. So just notice this here. When your palms are out, your upper arm bones are externally rotated, and that gives a broadening across the chest. When we turn our thumbs in, our shoulders can round forward. This is how we often are when we're at our desks. So in our practice, we're wanting to mimic this shape or create this shape in every asana. This is Tadasana, the blueprint pose. So heart open, chest available for more breath, more prana, more life force energy. So we'll keep this here. Keep it as much as you can. Send your palms back behind you. Keep the opening through your chest. And now go for your bind. Okay, interlace your 10 fingers. Notice my shoulders naturally come forward. We all have some element, but we squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. Activate the back body to open up the front body. All right, Once you have your bind, press down through your feet. Bend your knees a little bit more. So knees are bent, elbows are bent. Now, drive your heels down, zip up your low belly, straighten your arms to your degree, lift your gaze high. Standing bound back bend. Couple breaths here. Notice if it feels good to come out of it or go deeper into it. With your next inhale, rise up, gracefully release your hands, reach both arms high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Nice work, yogis. Palms to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step your feet back, high plank pose. We'll move through our vinyasa here. Option to lower halfway or all the way. You can always lower down to your knees. Chaturanga, your variation when you're ready. Inhale, up dog or low cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here and notice how your body's responding to your practice. How are you reversing the impacts of sitting at your desk all day long? Right here, you're doing it through grounding through your index fingers, lengthening through your side body, letting your head hang heavy and free. All right, yogis, inhale, sweep your right leg high. On your exhale, step to your right thumb. It may take a couple steps to get there. Spin your left heel down. Listen carefully. Inhale, warrior two, big opening here, big wide opening. So in warrior two, we've got open hips, open heart. Notice if you can go a little deeper in your front leg. Challenge yourself here. So life isn't always a, cakewalk. It comes with challenge and adversity. But on the mat, we can train ourselves to meet challenge and adversity with breath and with ease. So open your heart, spark your fingers wide. Now flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Stay deep into your legs. On your exhale, right forearm to your right thigh, left hand to your left hip. Extended side angle variation. All right, swing your hips forward, lean your heart back, lengthen the line of energy from your back heel through the crown of your head. Now reach your right arm or left arm up to the sky. Flip your thumb to the back of the room so we're internally rotated here. Place the back of your left hand to your sacrum. Another option, go for the half bind. Slide your fingers to the inside crease of your right leg. All right, there you go. Lean your heart back a little bit more. Gaze can be forward or up over your top shoulder or even down at your front foot if that feels good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together more on your back. Go a little deeper into your legs. In the bind, can you breathe easily? Find your center within the storm. Okay, yogis, keep your half bind. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Big leaning back bend. On your exhale, release the bind. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Vinyasa flow. Take a few breaths here in down dog and notice the difference between your two sides. What feels more open? What feels unwound and free? Left side, inhale, float your left leg high. Exhale, step forward. Dial your right heel down. Inhale, rise. Warrior two, I'll meet you there. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. So warrior in that, what position are you taking? Here we're working to open, to create freedom within the body and the breath. So go for that energetic response within your body. For some of us, that might mean pulling back. For some of us, that means going deeper. All right, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Slide your right arm down your back leg, left arm up across the sky. Expand through your intercostals. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to your thigh. Catch your hip, lean back. Breathe here, yogis. Really dig down through your feet. Zip up your low belly. Now extend your right arm up. Working on the half bind, flip your thumb to the back of the room, wrap your arm around, tap your sacrum, or back up your shape. Take a deeper rep, fingers to the inside of your left inner thigh, and retake your bind. Breathe here. The transformation happens not in doing more, but being more, breathing more, creating the energetics that you want to experience within the shape. So 3 more breaths. Can you deepen your experience of what you came here for? With your bind, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, Vinyasa Flow. Couple breaths here. Nice work, yogis. Okay, go ahead and come down to your knees. Sit back on your heels. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your low belly. Tune in. Notice where your breath is radiating now. Notice the temperature within you and on your skin. Let's continue to deepen the journey. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Okay, blink your eyes open. Go ahead and grab your strap. I'll turn to face y'all. So grab your connector. This is a simple stretch that you can do at any time during the day. If you need a little opening, if you need to refresh your thinking and make space for more breath, more life force energy. So go ahead and open up your strap. Open it a little wider than your shoulders. And you can always go wider or you can go narrower, depending on your needs. Extend your arms straight out from your shoulders, so they're at like 90 degrees. And then on your inhale, go up over your head. Now you might notice that this is too much. If your shoulders creep up or your neck starts to jet forward, realign. And soften your front ribs in slightly as well. All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit wider. And now with your breath, start to go back behind you. When you find that first layer where you're like, okay, there's some energy here for me to explore, simply just stay and be with your breath. Be in the bind in order to unwind it. Okay, now slowly go all the way down your back. Keep the back of your neck long, heart lifted, front ribs in. Nice work. Let's reverse the direction. Inhale, start to go up. Pause when you find that pocket of goodness. Stay there for a moment. Chin in, crown of the head high. Slowly come up. All right, one more time, one more time. This time, try sliding your hand in one effort and do it again. Stay with your breath in and out of your nose. When you find that area, pause. Be in it fully in order to unwind it. You've got to go through in order to unwind. And slowly come back the other direction. All right, nice work, yogis. So that's a way that you can use your bind at any time throughout the day. When we unwind the tissues, when we make space across the chest, we make space for more breath, more life force energy. We reverse the effects of sitting at our desks all day long, and we have more energy to use in our life. All right, yogis, two options here. Either lay down, take a traditional Shavasana, or meet me on your cushion or your block, and we'll take a short and simple meditation. This is how we close the practice, by being still and allowing the space for physical, energetic, mental, emotional, and more insights to integrate within us. So if you're with me and you're seated, ground your palms to your thighs. Sit up nice and tall, then close your eyes. Maintain the length through the back of your neck with your chin slightly tucked. And simply watch your natural breath as you absorb the benefits from your yoga practice today. If you're in a traditional Shavasana and you would like to end with us, please rise up to your seat. And let's all meet with our hands united in prayer at heart center. Roll your upper arm bones back and lift your chest higher to the sky. Allow the lightness and the expansiveness you've created across your chest, through your shoulders. Let it be how you move forward into your day. We'll seal our journey together with a final Om, yogis. Take a big breath in. Om. Lift your prayer hands up to your third eye to seal the wisdom from your body into your mind. Bowing together, we say, Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. I'm Leah Cullis, and I hope to see you again very soon. Please join us for more yoga and meditation at roundglass.com. Be well.